Another day, another mental health issue. Join me as I share my mental fuckery because mental health care and sharing our struggles should not be stigmatized. Hey everyone, Jody here. I was having a bit of trouble this week deciding on what to write about, and I caught myself pinching away at my skin in the mirror, so I figured body dysmorphia and fitness would be a great topic since it's something that I still struggle with. Just a little confession. I rarely weigh myself, aside from checking in once in a while to make sure my macro calculations are still on point. I don't rely on the scale. I've been a mostly healthy eater throughout my adulthood. You know, the typical proteins, vegetables, carbs, and I've also been working out for years, doing some weightlifting, CrossFit for a couple of years. I've been obstacle course racing for over 10 years. I'd have periods of time where I would really like the shape my body was taking, and there were other times I would get so incredibly frustrated and grossed out with how I was looking that I just buckled down and really became strict on the fitness and nutrition until my body got back on track. I love a challenge and I love learning, and it was around January 2021 that I was scrolling Instagram or something and came across a nutrition challenge by Ryan Fisher called Earn Your Carbs. The transformation pictures were pretty awesome, so I was like, all right, what do I have to lose? I signed up for the February challenge, and I learned how to calculate my own macros. I learned how to fuel my body for performance, so it's valuable information that I still use today. I ended up buying myself a food scale. I bought myself one of those biometric scales or whatever they're called, and I really got into the math of calculating the macros. I was healing from 2 dislocated ribs at the time, which really fucking sucks. So that entire month of the nutrition challenge, it really was just based on nutrition because I wasn't going to the gym. I ended up winning that challenge for February, won some monies, and I was also down 8 pounds on just maintenance calories. My body transformation was pretty awesome. I was looking significantly leaner. I mean, it was just 8 pounds, but my body had a different shape, especially around the waist and that lower back that just doesn't go away for me and really is my biggest stressor. One of my biggest takeaways from this nutrition challenge when I was calculating my macros is how much I was under eating. I was probably about 800 calories under what I needed to be eating, just at maintenance. And that would explain why my body wasn't taking the shape that I wanted it to have. I was eating a lot of food, but it was a lot of salads with a lot of meat and a little bit of carbs. And the greens, like the lettuce and the spinach and whatever, really aren't calorie dense. The vegetables aren't that calorie dense. So even though I was eating all this food, I wasn't getting the calories that I needed. Calculating my macros and hitting my calorie mark changed everything. And I love my carbs. Now for the negative. Although I felt great, I still feel great. I know how to fuel myself properly. I feel that measuring my food all the time and weighing myself to make sure I was still within my macro range and having to stick to certain numbers reprogrammed my view of myself and the achievement of my body's goals. Right now, I'm hyper aware of the tiniest changes to my size, and I stress quite a bit if I see myself getting soft. I avoid looking in the mirror, but when I do catch a glimpse in the mirror, I pinch at myself, pinch at my waist, pinch at my sides, checking to see if I've gotten any softer, any bigger, if there's been any change for the negative. I stress when my pants don't fit right. And that's actually what gets my ass into gear because I refuse to go up a size. If it doesn't fit, I'm working my ass back down. So it's been a lot of positive with fueling some of the negative. You know, we see it everywhere, fitness posts all over social media. Some people are trying to better themselves. Some are just trying to keep up with the trends. Others are really just doing it for the validation, and you can tell which ones those are. And it appears that the physical and mental health benefits are being sidelined to the gym culture aesthetics. So here begins the overtraining and the undereating. the perfect storm for exercise addiction and eating disorders and body dysmorphic disorder. And social media has normalized this obsession with working out and having unrealistic body expectations and goals and these extreme caloric deficits through those stupid ass fad diets and detoxes and juicing and supplements and meal shakes. You've seen it all. I've definitely gotten better at not being so hard on myself and just constantly picking away at myself. But out of curiosity, I had to investigate how common this is, because we hear about body dysmorphia and eating disorders all the time, but rarely is it something that's brought up as related to this whole fitness lifestyle. And there was a study that I came across that identified a high risk of exercise addiction, appearance anxiety, and body dysmorphic disorder amongst a cohort of gym users internationally. So, boom, rabbit hole. Let's get a little bit nerdy. To start, I do have links to resources and I've included some images on my blog, so if you're looking for more information, just head on over there. There are studies that emphasize a connection between exercise addiction and body dysmorphic disorder, which in recent years was actually described in the obsessive-compulsive chapter of DSM-5. It was found that bulking and cutting was linked to an increased incidence of muscle dysmorphia and eating disorders among all genders. Muscle dysmorphia, also known as bigorexia, is actually a subcategory of body dysmorphic disorder where the individual's obsession is inadequate muscularity, and it's actually most common in men. Muscle dysmorphia diagnostic criteria straddles anxiety and eating disorders. With muscle dysmorphia and eating disorders, the person's opinion of self correlates with their body shape and size versus their ideal shape and size. Although muscle dysmorphia is found to be most common among men, I'm hoping that with the gym culture shifting towards accepting and women wanting to attain a more muscular physique, that there will be more studies focused on muscle dysmorphia in women, hopefully in the near future. Does any of this apply to you? Are you experiencing muscle dysmorphia or body dysmorphia as a result of your fit life? Share your thoughts and experiences. Thank you for listening. If you have any thoughts or opinions, feel free to comment them below.